Hi everyone, this is Muhammad Kardan. Here we are. I'm going to explain how did I make this bed and pillows and the lamp and table. Okay, so first of all, we back to the reference. As you can see, we have the bed, pillows, and yeah. So in here, first of all I wanted to not making the blanket. Then I started to realize that maybe it's better to make it rather not. Okay, you can see that the base isn't something hard. It's just 3-4 boxes and that's it, and even the pillow. So let's check my Maya. Okay, this is the final one, as you can see, and this is low poly of the blanket and the pillows. These are the low poly versions of them. So before we reach to this, I have to explain a little bit more about first. So as you can see, bed isn't something hard. 1 2 3 4 boxes, and 4 boxes because nowadays the polygon is not that big of a deal. A little bit I beveled them, and it has a technique I learned from a CG artist. So I beveled it, then I go to here, unlock the vertex normal, then I started to press on the face mode, start selecting hard faces, then set face normals. After that I smooth that, and it's the result. As you can see, it's so shiny and good, even though it's just one bevel. Okay, then I made this. Again, it's not that hard. Then this lamp, I didn't make it from the top or the down because in the game when we are going to walk in here, we can't see that it's just a lamp. Okay, so I didn't spend any time on that because as you can see in the reference, we don't have it as well. Look at it, it's just a simple lamp, that's it. So I didn't spend any time. Then I started to realize that I made this pillow. I could use it like the reference you can see. It's simple. So I said to myself, maybe let's just push a little bit and go to Marvelous Designer. In Marvelous Designer, I watched some videos. On like what is it, a polygon, making a polygon and a little bit bevel it, and then I'm not so familiar with Marvelous Designer, but with that video I could make this pillow, and as you can see, this is a good pillow to use it. I render it and a little bit push it and stopped, and each time I took I exported. For example, in this form I exported. For example, I stopped like this. In this form I tested out, and I exported 4 types of this pillow, and then went to Maya again. Yeah, in here you can see 4 versions of the pillows I exported from Marvelous. For example, this form, this one, and the last one. Okay, then I choose this and this for making it on the low poly to use it on my project. So as you can see, this pillow has 38,000 triangles, and this one is this amount. Okay, So 38,000 triangles is a lot for our game in here. Okay, in here it's a lot. So I started to because I found that in games they use it a lot, low poly, high poly, and bake it, and I started to push myself to do quattro, and I will show you right now. Yeah, in here, as you can see, this is the first pillow. It's 38,000. So how did I approach to this? So I started to make a box. I will show you right now in the time lapse because you can understand it more. Yeah, here we are. Do you see that in the time lapse? I started to really fast doing it, but yeah, the idea was like that. So I had high poly. This is the version of the high poly. See it? It's 38,000, but in the low poly we have it 200. So that's super efficient for our memory and textures and all of this. So I did this one and from this, and in here this is this version. This is this version. It was super complicated when I wanted to making it really good. As you can see, it's really hard. Yeah. Yeah, I was so carefully did this silhouette, and this one is 700. Okay, so now we have these two pillows. I put them on the marmoset tool bag, and here we are in marmoset. So we have our low and high. This is the high version, do you see? And this is the low version. But after we bake it, after I apply the texture, you can see the low poly has the same quality as the high poly. It's the same, do you see? Yeah. So in here, these two are high and these two are low, but with our normal map, it's the same. But much efficient. So after our pillows, it's time for our blanket. So for our blanket, I did the same. I exported this bed to Marvelous Designer, and then I made different version of blankets. As you can see, I made a polygon in here and export it, and then I did all of these stuff. Then back again to Maya, and here we are in Maya. I made 3 versions. First one was this one, second one was this one, and third one was this one. But after all of them, I selected this one. it was more feeling, it gave me a really good feeling to me. So then what did I do again? I went to Quadra, making from low poly to high poly to low poly. Yeah, in here this is the high poly version, blanket high. It was 14,000, and here we have low. I quadra that again, that technique, so it's more efficient, 500. Then put it on the marmoset tool bag and bake it, and put it on the marmoset and bake it. And then let me check it. So with the last technique I said to you, it was like this one, like this. So I separate it like this with you press it S and S and move it. Then export all of this into substance painter, and I add a wire in here for this lamp as well. So simple, again with Bezier curve. I did a Bezier and swap to make a line. So let's go to the substance painter. Here we are in substance painter. So I didn't explain the UV map, but so let's explain the UV map. This is the bed sheet. The textile density in here is this, because it's will covered with the blanket and it's not that much big of a deal, but the pillows have a right textile density 20, yeah, and this blanket has almost this one because it needed more spaces, and I didn't want to use you know, non-square UV map. So let's be happy with this, and I did it uniformly unique because I wanted to bake and use a separate texture for the blanket and pillows and all of that. But for this table and the bed wood, it's the same texture as our dresser in here. The dresser and these woods are the same. So let's go to the substance painter. So how did I texture this? I had some textured from these are smart materials of the substance painter textures. So I put them in here and bake our maps, border space, curvature, all of that. Then textured it like this. Look at the sheet. It has a really good quality. It's exactly like the sheet, thanks to the person who made this texture. So this pillow, this blanket, as you can see, where is it? Yeah, this is bed sheet texture. You can see that. Okay, so let's go to our pillows. This is our pillows, like this. So for our blanket, I needed another texture. So in here you can see that we have different patterns with different colors. You can see that. So I made this one, and again export them to Targa and Unreal Engine like this. So let's go to the Unreal Engine. Here we are. This is our textures, one for pillows and sheet, and these three for our blanket. The only note you have to mention is that for your 3RGB texture, you have to have it on the mask. I mean disable sRGB because these are not RGB, these are just linear, and we don't need to what is it, we don't need a color correction for our this map, just for our base color we need that sRGB. Okay, so let me export my mesh and apply the texture to it, and you will see the results. So before I export it to Unreal Engine, I just wanted to explain some little stuff maybe worth to mention. Okay, so for our bed, yeah, we have a UV map like this because it doesn't matter, but for light map we will have some issues, and I made a light map UV, as you can see, from 0 to 1 for each asset. For each asset I do it. I have a this map with this pillow and this pillow, and this bed masters has one UV for textures, but as you can see, for example, this pillow has a light map, a separate light. Okay, so be sure to check that out. Then after we done that and we select all of them like this, go to File, Game Exporter, and we set our settings. For example, I change some of these stuffs, and then export the where we want to. For such a big project, it's really important to be really be clean and really organize our stuffs. Okay, so for example, I organize my stuffs like this. In here we have blackout, bedroom, bathroom, kids room, and all of this. So in my files I have blackout, bedroom, bathroom, all of this. Okay, so in bedroom, this is our bedroom. Okay, dresser and bed and others. Okay, so in our bedroom we have a bed. So in bed we have references, all of our references, and Maya files, all of it, Marvelous. These are the different types of exported from Marvelous Designer, different blankets, different pillows. And this is a marmoset, our bakes, and all of that. And this is our substance painter, and this is it's exported for substance painter, as you can see. Yeah, as you remember, I said that you can have it like time slider and do it like this. This is the version I imported to substance painter, and I said bed full means all of them are in the same scene. So in here we have it like this, and yeah, it's really organized. Organizing stuffs, order all of them, it's really help you to for the long run to do your stuff. So right now I will gonna export my stuffs in Maya. In here means that all of my files in here, and this is the texture that I produce from here. Okay, so let's export all of these. Export. Now you have to check this one, multiple files, and export it. So export successful. This is our export files in Maya. Oh my god, why is that? Let me check. Oh, I checked it. You have to put it out with Shift P first of all, then export it. You can see we have it, then undo and have it on the groups. Okay, yeah, so these are our maps. bed, rest, all of that. So we select all of them and go to Unreal Engine, Content Browser, and in bedroom we can put it in here. Let's do it. So generate light map, disable that because I generated all my light maps. Generate collision is good, and no material, all of them are good. Okay, so import all. Let's see. So we have them all in here. Bed for all. So right now what we have to do, we have to import our textures as well. Go to texture, bedroom. So in bedroom we have these textures, 1 2 3, 1 2 3. So I imported them in here like this, went to textures and this, and then I changed the roughness map, MRA, material roughness ambient, to mask because I didn't want to be sRGB, color correction, all of that. Then we are good to go. Okay, so we can have a folder, call it bed. Yeah, that's well organized like this. So put it in bed, move, okay, and put our dresser in own folder as well to be well organized. Move here, and these are other general textures we use it. So we go to materials. In here we go to, let me see. So materials, I made a folder bedroom, and I imported my bed textures and bed materials and dresser. Okay, so in here, how did I make it? So I just did the material, imported our textures, and now, yeah, all of this. So after that we go to our bed, for example. So our bed had a wooden material, so we right click and write it like, yeah, I found it, alder dresser. This is our texture, or we can change it to other colors. Yeah, as you can see, I have other versions. For example, I said bed, so I select it, do it like this, save, and okay. Then I go to my assets again, assets, bedroom. So I have light table. So for our light table, I do this. I go here and save it. Okay. And for the rest, for example, like light wire, blanket, and badmasters and displays, we select all of them and enter, and it opens like this. So for our light, we go here and say, okay, this is our bedroom, and this is our what do you call it, our texture. Yeah, it's done. As you can see, yeah, it's done. For our blanket, it was different. For our bedmasters, that's mattress, excuse me. For our pillows, we have the same texture, and for our blanket we have this one and this, and save. Let's say save all. After that we go to our levels. And yeah, you can see that if I select all of these three together, I can put it like this. Let me group it, it's easier to select, and turn my snap on. Yeah, this is our bed, and it's really have a good quality. So, and our pillows, let me put them in here and rotate them. So here we are, and this one in here. Go up and select end. No, where is it? Where is not stopping? Yeah, it's done. It's like this. So we go to our light table, put it in here, rotate it 90 degrees. Yeah, then copy it with Alt, put it in here and rotate it again, because that other side has a different texture. Look at it, it's different. Okay, so then we add our light wires, this two, light wire and light. Yeah, it's a little okay. Let me, yeah, it's so cool. So yeah, like this. So as you can see, our bed, it looks really cool in our scene. Do you see? I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching. So let's see you on the next video. Bye bye.